Okay, J Schlatt, okay. Welcome to NASCAR's Center, Daytona International Speedway, where since the year 1959, this 2.5-mile tri-oval has hosted NASCAR's premier rank twice a year, plus the qualifying races, the duels, and the preseason Budweiser Shootout or Busch Clash. That was just moved. But tonight it is Stinger's Cup Series, which races around Daytona for its first race in the year 2023. Good evening, everybody. I'm Matthew Marino. Welcome in. And this is the third race of 8 in the Stinger Cup Series for this first season of Stinger. This should probably end the season around mid-February, I would say. But focusing on this race, we did check in with the drivers. Tires, I don't believe, will be that much of a factor, although handling will matter a little bit more than it does at modern Daytona. This is the 2001 version that we're running at, made by the wonderful Thunder 98 for NR2003. The fuel window is the big factor. Only about 20 laps of fuel available to these drivers from the start. We'll have to see how they deal with that in this race, which I believe is around 25 to 30 laps, but we'll have to confirm that in just a few moments. Drivers have yet to set a qualifying time, so we'll wait on them to do so, and then we'll deliver that information to you along with our ticker, as you can see on the top of the screen. And there you go, Mishi Hood, currently on provisional pole with a 50.3. Johnny Yang, the only other driver to set a time, he's in second with a 57. But there goes Frank DeAngelis in the 69 up onto the pole position with a 50.021. Ryan Arnold in second, a 50.027. Cussin, Hope, and Perricone round out the top 5, as Meme IXL, it seems, will be the only driver going home tonight. Of course, our top 15 rule in effect here in qualifying. And up front, now 17 cars have qualified, so both Carl Childress, who is about a half a second back of Johnny Yang, who's on the cutoff with a 57, and Meme IXL, it looks like, are the two that will go home. Now it's Zachary Hall who is on the cutoff. Meme IXL is out of the race. He set his second qualifying lap. CJ Allman was up to the pole for a little bit, but now it's Ryan Arnold, who it looks like will be on the pole for this Stinger race here at Daytona. A lap 49.714. Zachary Hall in second, a 49.720 lap. Then Willie Hope, CJ Almond, and league president, owner, and operator Jack Curry rounds out the top 5 in qualifying. That should end it. All 17 cars have taken time. The two going home are Meme IXL and Carl Childress. IXL in 16th with a 54.84, and Carl Childress in 17th and last with a 59.67. Brandon Carter on the cutoff in his number 7 car with a 51.57. He will race tonight. The restrictors are on, and we are ready to go as qualifying just about finishes. So we'll get you your starting grid in just a moment here at Daytona. And let's do it for you now as you see them in pit road. Ryan Arnold, of course, on the pole position. Zachary Hall lines up alongside. Willie Hope and CJ Almond will make up the second row. Then it's Jack Curry and Johnny Yang in the third. Takumi Fujiwara in that Caterpillar number 86 car starts 7th alongside him in the 42. The Bell South tribute to Kenny Irwin Jr., who we unfortunately lost in the year 2000 at New Hampshire. I apologize. Starts in 8th position. Rounding out the top 10, Chase Clyde in 24, and the 69, Frank DeAngelis in 10th position. Then it's Paul Perricone and the 310, Mishi Hood, with Joshua Harrison, Ben Cussin, and I believe Brandon Carter will round out the 15-car fields here at Daytona. Well, the command is given. And we are ready to go here at Daytona. And we might just have to do a little bit of ticker editing for you during the middle of the race. We'll try and hold out until the first caution flag. But I believe if you are subscribed to the channel and have notifications turned on, you just saw the stream go up of the official onboard for tonight's race. So if you would like, go on over there and watch that as well. This is our official commentary. Once again, I'm Matthew Merlino. Thank you for joining us this Sunday evening. Week 18 of the NFL playing out. In fact, the final regular season game is just about at the end of the first quarter between the Lions and the Packers, but we don't care about that. We care about the results tonight here at Daytona. And there you go. The command to fire engines has been given, and we are ready to get underway here at the Daytona International Speedway. They'll pull off pit road. They're led by that number 17 car of Ryan Arnold, and it looks like two Fords on the front row for tonight's event. Arnold a little bit slow coming off pit road. Doesn't exactly matter, however. So they'll come around through turns 1 and 2 here at the 2.5 mile tri-oval. And down the backstretch. Let's see if we can fix the ticker for you in just a moment here. And we apologize for that little bit of delay here as we try and get our new Stinger TV ticker fixed up for you. It should be, as they are on lap number 1, which, as they go single file, does not really matter at this point, as we are paying tribute to a member of Zachary Hall's family who is leading the field, who unfortunately did pass away recently. Hall driving the number 32 Ford. He's going to lead our first lap of the night. We're pacing around, if you just missed it, in tribute of a past family member, unfortunately. And I believe you could just see it on the roof and on the rear of his car, paying tribute to his father, Michael Hall. Just very, very unfortunate. But it looks like we're about to go to green flag racing here. It's a 48-lap race. Of course, fuel will only last about 20 laps here tonight. But it is Zachary Hall who will lead us single file. We're going to go under the green flag, and we're racing at Daytona, and I think already we had a spin. Yes, in the grass, it's the number 42 car of Alan Maddock, but it looks like we're going to stay green coming off the start-finish line. Look at the 97 car all over the track trying to get around the 17 Ryan Arnold. That's CJ Almond up high, but Arnold down on the inside, but without any help. Looks like he might take the lead as the 32 all over the place with a little bit of internet issues. He's going to move down behind the 17, and you've got a new leader on this first green flag lap. It's Ryan Arnold. But look at the 9 car. That's Johnny Yang. He's coming with help from league owner and operator Jack Curry. Inside lane starting to form really well here as the 97 of CJ Almond stuck on the outside lane. The 9 going up to block him as the 97 gets in the wall. They go 3 wide, but they do not wreck off of turn 4. And Ryan Arnold leads the first lap from green here in Stinger at Daytona. Top 2 have broken away from the pack now as the 44 and 45 teammates in real life at Petty Enterprises, but rivals on the track here in Stinger. They go side by side for the 3rd position. 45's Jack Curry, the 44's Willie Hope, and Hope's going to get the run on the inside in his Pontiac Grand Prix. And the 32 trying to go high. That's going to allow the 44 through in turn 3. Now he's trying to come down on the racetrack. And he's going to hit the wall. So is the 9. High lane not the place to go. As here comes the 69, Frank DeAngelis to the inside of Takumi Fujiwara. This is for 3rd position now at Pontiac, a tribute to Ken Schrader's car that he ran for most of the early 2000s. And I believe a little bit of the late 90s with MP2 Motorsports as the 91, Ben Cussin in the wall in his Red Bull Pontiac. And he's going to almost spin. They save it. But there they go. The 310 and the 9's going to get collected. The 91 also around. This should be our first real yellow of the night. Yet still up front, it is the 44 now of Willie Hope who got around the 32. And the 17 all the way back now to the 5th position. Look at that. Here they come, I believe, racing back to the line. They are under the yellow flag, and they're going to be led by the 44, Willie Hope, followed by, I believe, the 69, Frank DeAngelis at the line. Under our first yellow flag of the evening here at Daytona, the leader is the 44, Willie Hope. You're looking at him right now as they come on the back stretch. Let's get you a rec replay here at Daytona. So let's go with the 91 here, Ben Cussin. It all starts in the middle of turn 1 when it gets up the track. The 97 came up to try and make a move on the Haviland car. He hit the 91 into the wall. 91 then gets tagged by the 24, comes down, hits the 310, and then calamity ensues from there. And it looks like the worst cars involved are going to be the 310 and the 9. The 24 should skate through there. That's Chase Clyde's automobile. Let's go on board with the 9, Johnny Yang. There you see the 91 in the wall. He's going to come down the track. Clyde's going to hit him. He's going to hit the 310 and back up the racetrack. Nowhere to go for the 9 car there of Johnny Yang. The 310 Mishi Hood, it also looks like he might be out of this event. We're not sure. As most of the leaders coming down pit road here, these are the first of what I believe will be at least 2, maybe 3 pit stops of the day. 20 laps of fuel in this 48-lap race, so that should leave us with, just about 2 pit stops in this event. But off pit road first, I don't know what's going on with the 32 here, but it looks like he will get off pit road first ahead of Ryan Arnold in that 17 car, the pole sitter. And the 44, Willie Hope's going to drop all the way back to third as a black flag is given out to the 97 CJ Almond, who is that car that did pretty much cause the accident by forcing the 91 up into the wall right there in turn number 1. Yet up front, a few cars stayed out. They were led by the number 45, Jack Curry, Brandon Carter, and the 42 as well stayed out of Alan Maddock. You're following Zachary Hall, who, if you missed it, at the beginning of the race, we held a one-lap parade lap for his unfortunately passed father, who passed over our break. You can see him paying tribute to him on the hood. He's going to restart 4th. Jack Curry's going to restart 1st position, coming to lap number 7 now out of 48. We're back racing and under green. As the 45 of Curry's going to have the lead as they come into turn 1. Battle for second between the 7 and the 42, and the 17 to the outside of the 32. That won't be much of a battle. Maybe it will if he can get some help on the high side. Don't know if he's going to be able to get it. The 32 kind of lagging out there as he tries to go to the inside of the 7 car. This is the battle for 3rd position. They're side by side for, but here comes the 32 up to the outside lane trying to take 2nd away from the 7, Brandon Carter. And all over the place as they go 3 wide behind the 44 inside Ryan Arnold and Alan Maddock. That's the Willie Hope car, the Pontiac, the Hot Wheels number 44 Pontiac, up into 4th position at the line as Takumi Fujiwara up into 2nd. But the leader, Jack Curry, in his number 45 Spree Dodge, a sort of tribute to Adam Petty, who was another driver who passed away in the 2000 season. And around goes the 86 back up onto the track. Is going to collect the 69. And there he goes, and there goes the 42 upside down. The 91 and 97 also wreck, and the 9 piles into the 42. We're going to be under our 2nd yellow flag of the night here. Racing back to the line, the 7 of Brandon Carter up into the 1st position as the 17 Ryan Arnold almost came up and hit the 44 Willie Hope. He's probably going to get 2nd. Arnold might go for 3rd here at the line in a battle with Jack Curry, but they're going to be led back by the number 7 Brandon Carter. Carnage ensues once again on the backstretch, this time with more than a few wrecked race cars. Brandon Carter leads us back to the line. Let's give you a wreck replay. Here you are watching from above the 86 car Takumi Fujiwara running in 3rd at the moment of this replay. Just breaks loose, spins down the apron, comes right back up in front of the 69, and around he goes. Around goes the 32, unfortunately, of Zachary Hall. He got into the 42 of, that is the Alan Maddock car, who is on pit road, I believe, and will probably retire from this event. And let's go on board with the 42 here, who took a wild ride. Let's go inside the cockpit, actually. see what the drivers saw. Here you are inside the number 42 of Alan Maddock. Oof. Then here comes the 9 car into him there. Yikes. Huge crash on the back straightaway as we got cars on pit road. Basically the entire field on pit road except for the 9 and the 32. And they'll be led off, it seems, by the 44. That is Willie Hope, who, after a pretty bad first pit stop, regains the lead off of pit road over Chase Clyde. And that Haviland car, can't make out the number, that is the 28 Joshua Harrison. Yet up front, it is the 9 Johnny Yang, who has a black flag to service here, and the 32 Zachary Hall, who was involved in that wreck. He was the one that caused the 42 car of Alan Maddock to flip over, coming to the back straightaway there. He's going to drop to the back of the field, I believe, with an end of the longest line penalty. And Johnny Yang, who is leading this pacing line, also has a black flag, so I believe we'll see him come down to pit road, which will leave the 44 of Willie Hope. Actually, never mind. The 9 is 1 lap down, so nevertheless, it'll be the 44 Willie Hope who leads Chase Clyde, the 28 Joshua Harrison, the 91 Ben Cusson, and I believe that's the 310 Mishi Hood all the way back there in 5th. As the 45's coming to pit road along with, I believe, the 7. No, it was the 69, and the 69 bursts out at the last second as the 97 CJ Allman goes down very quickly. He was also involved in a minor spin, no flip on the back straightaway. We're past lap number 10 here at Daytona. Up front, we're going to go back green this lap, this time by. It'll be lap number 12 of 48. It'll leave us with 37 to go here at Daytona. We got 12 out of the 15 starters on the lead lap at the moment. Hall, Maddock, both 1 lap down, the 32, and 42 Johnny Yang 2 laps down in his number 9 car. As it looks like the leader lagged out. The 44, Willie Hope, has lagged out of the event. So Chase Clyde will assume the lead in the number 24 Dodge, followed by the 28 Joshua Harrison, the 91 of Ben Cusson, the 310 Mishi Hood, and I believe the 15 Paul Perricone will restart in the 5th position here. Would you look at that? But here we come. Pace car lights are off. We're going to go green this time by. And look at the 44, getting back up into the lead after lagging out, so no. It'll be the starting order from before. Hope, Clyde, Harrison, Cusson, and Mishi Hood coming to the line to restart this race, our second restart of the night. On lap 12, 37 to go when they cross the line here. They're led by the 44, Willie Hope. There's the green flag. We're back racing. And already the 24 with a huge run to the outside, which he will obviously take. But will he have help? Doesn't look like he needs it. He's going to take the lead from Willie Hope here as the 28 up to the top. Trying to make a move for second, but he's going to lose a lot of positions all the way up against that outside wall. Not exactly the best place you want to be in. He chose to go up there. He's going to get trained out as they fan out down the back straightaway. The 17 coming on the outside lane. Not a lot of help there, yet he's going to overtake the 69, it looks like, and there goes the 69 up high to help. No, he's going to tuck back in low. Now he's going to go up high. Can he get the run to get up behind the 17? Doesn't look like it. Will the 91 go up there to help him? As we got a car on the wall in the back, the 97, and what was that? We had a car phasing through another, and the 97 goes around. He's going to collect the 9. Bad luck for the number 9 car. And what happened to, I believe it was the 7 car who, phased into him there. Brandon Carter, 2 laps down, running in last position. I guess just had lag issues there. But anyways, back to the front of the field where I don't believe we're running under yellow flag conditions. It doesn't look like we are. Chase Clyde has taken the lead from Willie Hope and Ryan Arnold up into third position. Here comes Cussin and Arnold to the outside for second. Can they get a run? But although Arnold does have help, he doesn't have the optimal lane here at Daytona, which both Clyde and the 44 have. And now Arnold all the way down to the yellow line, even making a little bit of contact with the 48, yet they keep it straight as they head into turn number 1. And here comes Takumi Fujiwara in fourth position now, trying to get under the 17 for third. They head down the back straightaway, 14th time of the night. All cars running so far, just 11 now on the lead lap of the 15 that started this race. They're led by the 24 Chase Clyde, and behind him the 44 Willie Hope as Arnold trying to peek down low, trying to use every possible meter of asphalt to his advantage as he's going to get to the inside of the 44, and they almost crash there as the 44 made the slightest bit of contact with the 17, and now here comes Hope to the outside of the 24. Can he get a run? Doesn't look like it. And look who's coming back into the picture, Zachary Hall in the 32 car, the Ford, as he comes down the back straightaway looking to win for his father tonight. Inside lane, definitely the dominant place to be all around the racetrack, but the outside, the outside lane trying to form between the 44, 86, and 28 back there. 32 lagging out a lot on the inside lane. Maybe he might have internet problems that will force him to retire. As Clyde goes to the outside, that's going to leave Arnold the leader on the inside, and it looks like at the line he'll be the leader of the race. They head into turn 1 now, 2 lines of 4 up front, but the 17 and the inside line have the clear advantage. Arnold and Zachary Hall back up to the front. Black flag for the 97 CJ Almond, who was involved in that crash that did not bring out the yellow. Also involved in that one, the 9 Johnny Yang, now running about a lap and a half down from the leaders. Hall to the inside of Chase Clyde for second with help from the 44 Willie Hope. Ryan Arnold in his number 17 Ford without any markings, though, all the way up to the lead and almost in the wall off of turn number 4. Hall trying to get behind the 17, but that's going to allow the 44 of Hope to the inside. That's the race for second we're watching right now. Lap 17 out of 48, we got just 32 to go. And it's going to be the 44 Willie Hope on the inside lane, taking second position. Fujiwara up into third. The 91 Ben Cussin in fourth, and the 32 all over the racetrack in fifth position. As the 42 going very slowly down the back as the leaders go by. I guess he spun down the back. That's why there was some smoke there. And the 86 and 44 almost contact heading into turn 3. They keep it straight, however, coming back to the line to complete the 17th lap of 48 of tonight's Stinger race at Daytona. This is for points in the Cup Series. We've neglected to mention that all night, but yes, this is the third race of 8 in Stinger's Cup Series Championship, or I believe it's the third race of 8. I've yet to get confirmation on that. All I do know is that this is for a points championship, an overall points championship here in Stinger Season 1. They're coming up on more lap traffic. The 9, Johnny Yang, he might go 2 laps down here very quick, as it looks like the 7, Brandon Carter, down pit road. Yeah, he stopped in his pit stall, and the 42 looks like he might be coming to stop in his pit stall, maybe repairing. Pretty much a train up front, at least with the top five. They're all right on each other's bumper, waiting for somebody to make a move out of line. But it is Arnold who leads the 44, 86, 91, and 32 at the line. The 28 also getting into it. That's Joshua Harrison. And it looks like problems for the 32. The reason why he wasn't scored is because he's a lap down. We've neglected to mention that, and we apologize for it. But the 32, Zachary Hall, is the first car one lap down, as here comes the 86 to the outside. Once again, they almost make contact. The Chevy and the Pontiac, the 44 and the 86, as here comes another Pontiac, the 91 to the inside. That's Ben Cusson. Keep it pointed straight all the way through. Turn number 4 coming down to complete lap number 19. We're going to go on 29 laps to go here at Daytona. Ryan Arnold still your leader. He's led 6 laps today. That's the most of anybody so far. And pretty much all of those have come under green. He was your pole sitter on the night as well. He was your pole sitter on the night. Zachary Hall started second, led the first lap, which if you missed it was a sort of memorial parade lap in honor of his father. They go past the 42 of Alan Medic once again. That'll put him, I believe, 4 laps down now. He's running 14th, just ahead by about now, 5 laps now. Going to be 4 laps of the 7, Brandon Carter. But the leader is Ryan Arnold. He is your leader from Willie Hope, Takumi Fujiwara, Ben Cusson, and Joshua Harrison, with Jack Curry and Chase Clyde also in tow. And the lap car, the 32, Zachary Hall, now falling off this lead draft as the 28 to the outside. He's going to get trained out up there. Curry back to the inside for 5th now, and Clyde's going to go up into 6th. Still single file between the top 4. No changes, but apart from that, 28 going down 2 positions now down the back straightaway, but up front still top 4, staying the same as we briefed you. Now with 28 to go, coming to 27 at the line. It is Arnold from Hope, from Fujiwara, Cusson, and now league owner, operator, and founder Jack Curry up into the 5th position. 27 laps to go here at Daytona, and I believe we still have at least one more pit stop in the running for these leaders, considering where these cautions did fall. As the 44 lagging out of the race, lagging in and out, he's going to fall back up on the high side, trying to let the leaders through. He might fall back to off of this lead draft and out of the race. As for the second time tonight, he's going to lag entirely out of the race under green. Last time he did it was leading the field under caution, so a very unfortunate turn of events for the 44 Willie Hope, who was running in second, now all the way back and pretty much out of contention. As the 17 Arnold still your leader, Takumi Fujiwara up into 2nd position with the 91 Ben Cusson behind. He's going to face some pressure from Jack Curry and Chase Clyde up into the top 5, with the 28 Joshua Harrison back up into 6th position now. We got a Ford, an unmarked Ford with a Chevy, then a Pontiac, then a Dodge, and then another Dodge behind him. That's your top 5 in terms of manufacturers. But still, a single file inside lane train as they come down the back straightaway into turn 3. And we're under the caution. Yellow flag is out, as you can see up top right of your screen. We're racing back to the line. Field most certainly will be led by Ryan Arnold. He will be your leader under yellow. Let's see what actually, that's going to be our competition caution, I believe. In Stinger, we've got competition cautions at about halfway for most, if not all, of our races. So yes, we're on lap number 24. We're halfway through this Stinger event here at Daytona, which puts us under the competition yellow flag. Let's get your ticker fixed at least one more time here at Stinger as they head under the yellow flag. So once again, just getting our new Stinger TV ticker all fixed up. Published earlier this week by our league owner Jack Curry. If you're interested, I believe there's a few posts on the NASCAR Racing 2003 subreddit about it, as well as links to join the league Discord server down in the description, which will have some information about the ticker as well. Pit stops taking place, possibly the final of the day. Actually, we might get one more with how these cautions have fallen. It is Arnold leading Chase Clyde, Ben Cusson, and the 69 car up into, I believe, fourth position. That's Frank DeAngelis. A few cars stayed out to get back on the lead lap. That's Zachary Hall. The 7 car, Brandon Carter, who's 8 laps down, coming to 7 now, and the 42 car, Alan Maddock, who was 4 laps down last the standings were updated. So Arnold, in the 17 is still your leader, not the leader of the pacing line, but the leader of the fields. He has led so far 12 of the 25 completed laps tonight. That is the most by a wide margin of the entire field. Only other driver with a chance to lead as many at the moment is Chase Clyde, who's led 4 out of the 25. Looks like we're probably going to come to 1 lap to green here, as it looks like Zachary Hall's going to come down to pit lane, and Arnold might come as well to just top off on fuel. Possibly the smart pit call from Ryan Arnold. It will sacrifice track position, however, to the 24 of Chase Clyde, who will take the lead at the line. And Clyde will be followed by Ben Cusson and the 69 car, driven by Frank DeAngelis, as well as, I believe, Paul Perricone, yes, and Jack Curry. Up front, the two that did stay out trying to get their laps back are the 42 Alan Maddock and the 7 Brandon Carter. Maddock is 3 laps down at the line in 14th. Carter is 15th and last, and he was 7 laps down at the line. We should be coming to 1 to green here as the cars who pitted have come out. They're led by Arnold. Hall up to 2nd, as Arnold's going to get a wave around, it looks like here, which would probably put him in the lead. Or no, he's just going to slow in turn 3. I don't know what he's doing there, but whatever it is, it's probably out of line. Yeah, there he goes, slowing down on the apron of 3, and he will fall back into line where he should be, which would be in front of, I believe, the 32 of Zachary Hall here. Coming up onto the banking, maybe not. Maybe it's in front of the 310 car, as the 69 maybe coming down to pit road. He's known for faking out, but this time he commits, and so does the 17 once again of Arnold. They're going to top off on fuel. That's probably the smart strategy, as we're going to go green this time by. We'll have 20 laps remaining. We'll have to see if they can conserve the fuel. As we checked early on, it was just about 20 laps of fuel that these tanks are at. When these tanks are at their max, that's about the laps that they can run, the amount of laps they can run before they run out. So Clyde will probably have to make a pit stop, as will Cusson, and pretty much the entire top 10 coming to the line here. And we'll have to see if Arnold's and especially Frank DeAngelis' strategy call will pay off. Just have to wait and see, but for now, we're going to be looking at the 24 of Chase Clyde, the Dodge leading the field from Ben Cusson, and the 15, Paul Perricone, with Jack Curry and Willie Hope, the top 5 behind. The 2 lap-down cars will make their way to the inside line, which I believe is where they'll start this event, or this restart. And something just to mention, fastest lap of the night recorded by Jack Curry, a 46.510. That's 193.5 miles an hour. As the lap-down cars assemble their inside lane, the lead lap cars on the outside lane. Coming to the restart, lap number 28 of 48. That'll leave us with 21 laps remaining, so I don't think it will work unless they can conserve fuel. That's the strategy call of Ryan Arnold and the 69 here of Frank DeAngelis, but we'll just have to wait and see. Meanwhile, up front, it's Chase Clyde, the leader we're looking at as the pace car comes down to pit road. Our 3rd restart of the night, possibly not the last, knowing the carnage Daytona can produce. Green flag is back out, and Clyde is going to take the lead early. He'll drop down to the apron, trying to cover off that inside lane, and he will assert the lead as they head into turn 1. Meanwhile, behind him, a scramble for space on the track as the lap-down cars will hold up what looks to be the entire field here as they get 3 wide in turn 2. That might not be able to work. The 32 back to lagging on the inside lane. It looks like there's Jack Curry, goes up into 2nd, and trouble on the back. They're going to save it, not spin that much, and there they go. The 86 around, the 91 goes around once again, the 42 around, and the 15, the 310 got collected, and look at the 69 shooting through the hole there, and the 97 just barely gets tagged and then hits the 15 with the rear end. And this should be our 4th yellow of the night, and it is. Racing back to the line, battle for the lead. Jack Curry will lead his first lap of the night, or sorry, his 4th lap of the night, it looks like. And let's give you a rec replay here. Here's the deal. Once again, it starts in about the middle of 2. When the 42 gets up into the 91, they save it, or more accurately, the 91 and the 42 wedge it in between the wall. They hit again. The 42 goes into the 86, spins him around. He gets a hard lick there from the 310 Mishi Hood. And almost the entire back half of the field collected in that wreck will stay up in the front where Jack Curry is the race leader. And we'll see if he comes down to pit road now. This should be the final pit stop of the night, at least for fuel. Maybe they'll come in one more time or two to freshen up their tires as well, or maybe just make sure they'll be able to make it to the finish on fuel. So here we go now. This is possibly the beginning of the end of the race here. Now 20 laps to go. We're coming in 19 laps this time by. If they top it off and they save just enough, they'll make it to the finish line, although we should get another caution here to bring us up to 5 on the night, which will allow them to come down, refresh, and service once again, which would allow them to continue on in the event. Looks like 4 tires and fuel for everybody except Chase Clyde, who's going to come out. I believe he just took gas, maybe, or maybe 2 tires there. But whatever he did, he came out faster than anybody. We've got a new leader. It's the 24 Chase Clyde. And that's probably one of the best strategy calls here. They've only ran not even 1 lap under green flag conditions on these tires, so he's only going to have, or the rest of the field's only going to have about a 1 lap advantage over Chase Clyde, which really at Daytona isn't that much as you would expect at other tracks, especially tracks where the surface is more bumpy here at Daytona. The surface is pretty bumpy on this 2001 version, but it isn't as bumpy as some of the other tracks on the NASCAR Cup schedule. So it will be Chase Clyde who leads. Actually, maybe Zachary Hall will be the leader, but he should probably come down pit road as he got his lap back at the line. No, he will be the leader. As we're coming to green this time by, we'll have 19 to go. It'll be lap 31 of 48. There you see the pace car lights are off. And it looks like it'll be Zachary Hall leading the field over Chase Clyde and the 17 Ryan Arnold, who started on pole this evening. Or no, is the 32 coming down? Let's see. Doesn't look like it. He's just running the low line here. 9 is coming to pit road. We can confirm that. Jack Curry and the 69 of Frank DeAngelis round out your top 5. Coming back to the green flag, pace cars down pit road. So is the 69. I apologize. A lot of chaos here. But green flag is out. We're back racing at Daytona. And already the 32 down to the inside. That's going to allow the 24 back up to the outside lane. He's going to take the lead. That's Chase Clyde. But let's see if the 32 can get some help on the inside lane. Once again, we're back under green flag conditions as they head into turn number 1. It was Hall, the leader at the line. He's going to have most, if not all, of the help on the inside lane as Chase Clyde gets basically trained up high. Here comes Arnold in the middle. He'll go up high to try and take the lead. And Arnold with the run, but he doesn't have the help. It's Curry pushing Zachary Hall up into the lead. They come off of turn number 4. A little bit of lag once again for Zachary Hall. He's going to keep it pointed straight and in the lead. He's going to lead lap number 31 out of 48. Just 17 to go at the line now and counting down. Speeds now up to about the low, if not mid 190s. Curry in second, pushing the 32 Zachary Hall. And the 45 to the outside now with help from Chase Clyde. Can he make the difference up top in his Dodge? 2 Dodges on the outside. The 32 lagging out the Ford, the leader. He's going to keep it up front. And here comes the 44, Willie Hope. And that's probably a perfect match. Both of them having internet issues tonight. But one question with the 32. Can he make it on fuel? He needs a yellow flag here to be able to stay in contention because he only has 4 pit stops. The rest of these leaders have had just about 5, maybe even 6 stops if they've pitted to repair damage or just get tires here. But up front, Zachary Hall trying to keep the lead, but the 44 is Willie Hope. He's on the outside with help from Brandon Carter in that 7 car. The 28 with a huge shove to the back of the 32. That's going to allow him to keep the lead, and the 7 fighting to get back on the lead lap. He's still got a long way to go if he wants to do that down 7 laps, but he's trying to get up and in front of the leaders. He is helping at the moment the 32 of Zachary Hall. Willie Hope's going to drop back to second behind the 7 car, who once again not fighting for position, just trying to get back on the lead lap. But once again, he has a long way to go. Down the back stretch, the 15 and 28, they're side by side for third position. The 28's going to come down and slot back in line as here comes the 7 to the outside with help from the 44. Can he hold it up there? Not the place you want to be, as we've demonstrated throughout the night, as Paul Perricone now goes high off turn number 4. That's going to allow the 28 back to his inside. And that's Joshua Harrison, who will go up into third position. And now he'll go to the outside of the 44. And the 7, almost out of control, Brandon Carter, as they head into turn 1. And here comes the 44 to the inside of the 32, all the way up the racetrack, possibly in the wall in turn 2. And I believe he is. He's going to lose a lot of positions coming down the back straightaway. New leader, it's the 44, Willie Hope. '28 up into second. Joshua Harrison, the 7, Brandon Carter, third in line, but last in positioning. And the 91, Ben Cusson, 97, C.J. Almond, and 45, Jack Curry will round out your top 5 in the official standing at the moment. Now just 13 laps to go at the line here at Daytona. The big question is, can they make it on fuel? I believe they can. We just want to make sure. We'll probably find out within these next few laps here. Down the back, it is still Willie Hope, the leader of tonight's race. Joshua Harrison in second position behind the 7-car Brandon Carter, who, as we've said before, is not fighting for position. He is more than a lap down. In fact, he's 7 laps down at the line there, and he's been 7 laps down for most of the time. He was in the pits for most of the race, repairing damage to the left side of that car. But into turn number 1, it is still Willie Hope as the inside lane train once again out in full force. Just 12 laps to go here at Daytona. They zigzag down the back straightaway, trying to find a way around the 7, who's trying to get to the inside of the 44, coming into turn number 3. Ooh, and we almost have a spinner off of turn number 4, the 15, Paul Perico. He'll merge back into traffic safely, but very much off the pace, and he might lose the lead draft here. Up front, it's the status quo. Hope leads Harrison, Cusson, Almond, and Curry at the line, with Carter also in the mix, trying to get one of his 7 laps back. As here they come up on lap traffic, first car will be the Caterpillar one, Takumi Fujiwara. Looks like most of the leaders getting ready to go high in turn 3. Or will it be the 86 that goes high? We don't really know here. It looks like the 86 is going to go high in the tri-oval, let most, if not all, of the leaders by, as Curry trying to get to the outside of Cusson for the 3rd spot in the back of your picture. Curry on a move. He's past the 97 C.J. Almond for the 4th position now. He's trying to get around the 91 of Cusson for 3rd. Coming up on another lapped car, the 9 Johnny Yang, 2 laps down so far tonight. And Fujiwara now just 1 lap down. Look at this, a little bit of bumping from the 28 to the 7, trying to give him a shove, trying to get him around that 44 car, and trying to compromise him to allow the 28 into the lead. Doesn't work out, though. Here comes the 7 to the inside. Can he hold it there? Just inside, but they keep it straight. Still going here, as the 44 might get caught up behind the 9, and the 7 might get caught up behind the 42. They head 3 wide into turn number 1, and the 9 goes high. The 7's going to get around the 44, and around goes the 91 off the front of the 45. Curry's going to spin as well, and another crash behind him, the 86 Fujiwara. Still looks like we're under green flag conditions. Don't know if Curry will throw the yellow for that incident. Looks like he's going smoothly once again. We'll have to see. Yes, yellow flag is out. We're racing back to the line. Hope's gotten around Carter once again. That'll keep him 7 laps down. Let's see if Carter can get to the outside and go 6 down. Looks like he should do it, but it will be Willie Hope leading the field back to the start-finish line here. Our 5th yellow of the day, and it'll allow everyone to pit, get fresh tires, and fill up on fuel to put them straight to the finish. We've got just 9 laps to go here at Daytona. We'll find out who will win shortly. But let's go back and give you a wreck replay for the moment here. Show you what happened on the backstretch. When the 91, Ben Cusson, got turned by the 45. Just a slight tap turns him around, and then the 42 got in the 45. The 9 went around. He was collected, and the 86, the 86 in a separate spin went around as well. Coming down pit road for the final and most pivotal pit stops of the night. Leader is Willie Hope in that 44 car, but Arnold is going to be the first car is going to be the car in the first pit stall. As the 97 with problems getting into his pit stall, the 24 once again with a very quick stop. Looks like he's going to be confident in his tires there. Maybe only a 2-tire pit stop. And he's going to take the lead off of pit road. As Arnold up into second off of pit road. The 32 of Zachary Hall up into third off pit road. Then I believe that's the 45, Jack Curry, and the 28, that's Joshua Harrison, the top 5 coming off of pit road here. A few cars stayed out, it looks like. The 42-7, the 42 and the 69 cars did stay out, but the rest of the field has pitted. As we're coming to green, this time by, it'll leave us with just 7 laps to go here at Daytona International Speedway. Nice sprint to the finish it should be, as in just about 2 laps we'll come to the point of no return, meaning no yellow flags, which will shorten this race down a considerable margin here. And actually, it's going to be Frank DeAngelis leading us back to the yellow flag, who I don't believe pitted off that yellow flag there. The 7, though, it does look like will pit or is pulling down and stopped on the inside banking with engine issues. Very unfortunate end to the day for him. So far, only 1 car's retired. It's the 9, Johnny Yang. But coming to the line, green flag is out, and we're back racing at Daytona. 6 laps to go now at the line, as the 69 Frank DeAngelis leads the 24 Chase Clyde and the 17 Ryan Arnold, as contact in the back between the 32 Zachary Hall and the 45 Jack Curry. Yet up front, the battle for the lead now going down from 3 to 2 cars as they head down the backstretch. Clyde looking for any way around that 69 car, who's making his car as wide as possible, but Arnold with a run to the high side. It's possible the 69's very slow. We haven't been seeing anybody make a move to the high side and having it actually work, but as they come getting up to high speed now, coming off turn number 4, it's going to be Arnold on the outside lane with Clyde and pretty much the entire field going with him. Ryan Arnold's going to be your new leader at Daytona. We have just now 5 laps remaining and a spinner. The 7 car, Brandon Carter, is around. It's a single car spin. We won't have a yellow flag for that one. In fact, we won't have a yellow flag at all, as we have reached, I believe, the point of no return. A rule in Stinger stating you can wreck as much as you want. You can spin, crash, do whatever. You won't get a yellow flag. We're running straight green to the finish line here. Zachary Hall with Jack Curry. Hall running in honor of his late father. He's trying the high side. He's got help from Curry as the 69 slowing up that inside lane. Here he comes off of turn 4 trying to make a move for the lead on Arnold. 4 laps to go at the line. Arnold leads from Hall and Curry. Hall trying to go to the outside of Arnold. Looks like he might make it work. That 45 car as Arnold runs him high. The 44 almost around. He saves it somehow going into turn one. And look at Clyde loose on the inside lane. He's going to make his way up into second. And look at that. The 69 and 86 almost identical coming down the back straightaway, coming to the inside. Now the 86 to the outside of the 69 coming into turn three. But look at the shoves that the 32 is getting from the 45 there. It's helping him stay to the outside line of the 24 Chase Clyde here. Coming down, it'll be 3 laps around this 2.5-mile tri-oval to go. Ryan Arnold has pulled out to a very, very long lead in terms of Daytona racing. As the 28 goes in the wall, he's going to spin and flips over coming down the tri-oval into turn number 1. No yellow, however. We have reached the point of no return. Arnold is your leader. Here comes the 32 of Hall closing up with help from the 24 of Chase Clyde, but Clyde doesn't want to help anybody. He wants to win it for himself as he goes around trying to go to the outside of the 32. He's not going to get any help from Curry. And Curry trying to fit back down to the inside line as Hall trying to go outside of the 17, now trying to cut back down to the inside line. Zachary Hall, 2 to go at Daytona for Ryan Arnold, but what a story it would be as a crash in the back between the 44 and the 86. 86 hard into the wall, and the 15 just barely misses being collected. Once again, we are still green as here comes Jack Curry, who helped the 32 on that final restart. Will he help him get around the 17 once again? Just 1.5 laps to go, coming down the back straightaway. Can Arnold hold on? We're coming to the white flag, this time by 1 lap to go in this Daytona race at Stinger. Cup 2000 mod on NR2003. We're happy you joined us. Here comes Hall to the high side coming into the tri-oval. And he's going to make it stick with help from Curry. But can he get a run? That 17 car has been bad fast today. He's led 16 out of the 47 completed laps. Oh, and the 32 is going to go around. No. What a sad way to end it. Zachary Hall goes around. I don't think you can blame that on anybody as the 69 and 97 go around. Arnold is going to run away with this one down the back straightaway unless the 45 and 24 can work together to get up to his back bumper. Doesn't look like it, though. Carnage ensues off of turn 2 and on the back stretch and all through it. Ryan Arnold, who dominated the day here at Daytona, will go to victory lane. Here he comes through the tri-oval. Ryan Arnold wins the Stinger Pepsi 400 over Jack Curry and Chase Clyde. Congratulations to him. And we do know that Ryan does not like to be interviewed, so I'll let him have his celebration in peace as he will enjoy, certainly, his win, as this race is for a overall points championship here in Stinger. So, with that then, they'll complete their cool-down lap, and I'll give you the final results now. There you go. The winner, Ryan Arnold, by 0.222 seconds over Jack Curry in the 45. Chase Clyde finishes in 3rd position in his 24 car. Paul Perricone up to 4th on the final lap. Due to those accidents on the back, Takumi Fujiwara will finish 5th. 6th position will be CJ Allman, the 97, with Frank DeAngelis in the 69, and the 28 Joshua Harrison, 7th and 8th position. Excuse me. Zachary Hall ran up front most of the night in honor of his late father, whom we had a parade lap for at the beginning of the race. Missed it. He finished in the 9th position after getting spun off of turn 2 on the final lap. Nishi Hood rounds out the top 10 in his number 310 car, and Willie Hope in 11th or 44 will be the last car on the lead lap. 12th position, the 91 Ben Cusson, 1 lap down at the line. Alan Maddock in the 42, 13th. He was 5 laps down at the line. Brandon Carter finished in 14th in the penultimate position in his number 7 car. He was 8 laps down the line, and 15th and Nonetheless, the only retiree tonight, which for Daytona is pretty good considering the skill level of these drivers. Johnny Wang finishes in last, 12 laps down in his number 9 car. Well, for everybody at Stinger, I'm Matthew Marino. Thank you for joining us this Sunday night. Tomorrow and Monday, let me see if I can pull up the schedule for you. Here we are. It will be the Daytona Road Course in the NASCAR Cup Series 2021 mod, which is very enjoyable if you haven't seen it in Stinger competition. But for now, though, once again, Matthew Marino for everybody at Stinger. So long, and if you would like to join the league, the Discord link is in the description. So long and good night, everybody.